and welcome to Eat, Sleep, Box and Repeat. Today we got something a little bit different for you. We got a bit of a crossover here. So I'm joined today by Grime MC, Grim Sickers. Grim, how you doing, man?
Yes, man. Pleasure to be part of the show. Big fan of the show as well, man. Like, it's just so I'm happy to be on it.
Respect, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Look, straight up, you are a hardcore boxing fan. This isn't just like a little crossover just for a bit of fun. You are a hardcore boxing fan.
I feel like I'm going to be on BT as a pundit in the next 3 years.
Yeah.
After music, man. Serious, man. That's what I'm looking at. Lyndon Arthur on the weekend, Sonny Edwards, Steve Bunsen, all them. Man. I'm gonna be in there in the mix because I see the way football's gone. And football's got like they've hit the media world. They've hit like Chunks and Philly and people like that. And I feel boxing, when they do the same, I should be in that mix when they want to relate to people for the kids, and I should be in that mix.
Yeah, man. I can see it. And you know, like we're talking about that crossover appeal.
Yes.
You are a proper boxing fan. I just sort of introed by saying that. Where did it start for you? Like, how did you? What's your interest?
Do you know what it was like? I was always into boxing, but when I like something, I like to be really nerdy about it, and I didn't have the sources to love boxing as much as I do now. There wasn't no like YouTube with so many. I don't want to mention anyone's channel on your channel, but there's so many different outlets I can see boxing and get to know. And before, I didn't really have Box Nation, and so the coverage was hard for me, man. So it's just the power of the internet got it more into it. But I was always into Prince Nassim. I was always into Ricky Hatton, Floyd Mayweather, and I've become really big probably when Fury beat Cunningham and then was about to fight Klitschko. That's when I started really loving the sport.
Yeah. So you've got like, you know, a rich history in it. Do you ever boxed yourself, anything like that? Or?
Yeah. Well, I've sparred. Do you know what? I think if I would have started earlier, I would have been all right, man. I'm too old now, man. I'm 30 years old now. I'm too old, but I sparred a few rounds, man, and just my footwork's awful. But my discipline, if I was younger, I'll definitely like take part of it into my life anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
So no, yeah.
What's your so for people that don't know, you're a grime MC, you're a music artist. I think just saying grime MC might sell you short a little bit because like it's a lot more eclectic.
Man, full-rounded musician now. Like grime, I did start off on grime, but I ventured out quite a lot. I started to find myself, started to be a lot more honest in my music, putting the right messages across. So I would say I was just a creative musician right now.
Yeah, that's good. And for people that don't know your music, maybe just to sort of re-emphasize that you're a real fan, you've got tracks out there. John Fury 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. You've got Tyson Fury. You're on the Boxing Bars remix with Eyes. You've got Billy Joe Saunders, Kell Brook, Prince Nan. Like, you've got a back catalogue of famous boxers' names.
Because what it is, right? Sometimes I would like a song there, and I'll just write lyrics to it, and it wouldn't be really about anything. So at that time, I would just say, well, why not just name it after my favorite boxer at that day?
Yeah,
and I thought it was a pretty cool thing to do, man. Like, just name it Kell Brook just because it's a freestyle. I don't want to put freestyle, so I would just put people's names. And John Fury's interviews are my biggest inspiration. When he comes on for an hour, it's put the kettle on time and see what he's going to come out with.
Yeah, of course. And you clipped, you got a sample of John Fury on the first track. I know for sure. And then I'm going back to the link about your music being more than just like bars and stuff. You're like, those songs are real. Like, you talk about pain, you talk about real stuff. From a musical perspective, do you find it hard to like open up about life, or is that where you
not now. It took years because I was known for being just a sick MC and like, you're known for like doing the raves and that. But when I found out I had a lot more substance than me and I was a bit more musical than what people thought of, it was hard to cross over. But you know what it is, you can't deny who you are in life, and it'll come through anyway. So I'm just glad I just took the step, and hopefully I can inspire someone else to do the same thing who might be sick at grime, but they know they can do a lot more, and I hope they can open up by seeing me do it. So it was hard, but I'm here now, and I'm fully confident with it as well.
That's good, man. And saying that, just keeping those crossover links, talking about grime and boxing, how do you see the connection between the two? Like, what's the similarities for you?
Similarities in grime, you're always in competition. You're always like around good people and with your level. Sparring is like going to radio and freestyle next to somebody else. It's gonna make you better. The raves is probably like a fight night, so you probably got to perform right under the lights. Yeah, man, that's probably the similarities still. But I wish MCing was a bit more like boxing because there's a lot more bitching in it and not enough fighting. And then there's rumors, but at least in boxing they shake each other's hands after. Bit more of a gentleman sport, boxing.
Yeah, that's a good point. And you're going to see me sort of smiling a lot, right? Because for me, I'm a big grime fan. Like, have been since my friend got me a Sidewinder CD in 2003.
Oh, amazing.
You know the set with Slimzy,
of
Dizzy
course.
and Wiley? Yeah.
That's one of my favorite sets of all time.
Mate, first thing I ever heard, I remember being like, what is this? And I'm from Swansea, South Wales. We didn't have grime.
Wicked.
Like, so that was cool. But we've got, sorry, where was I going to go with this? Oh yeah, talking about the analogies, the links between boxing, the links between all that. Grime was born out of this, like, it's like a real competitive music. Like,
very competitive, man.
Not everyone wants to see each other do well. And you were having clashes, you got Eskimo Dance, you got Lord of the Mics, you got all of this stuff. So do you ever feel like you got people coming for you, or do you ever feel like you've got to go for somebody?
Man. I did coming for people because the way to get in, but when I got in there, I'm from Swindon originally, not far from you, right? It was it was not usual for someone of mine for me to come in. So I had it from all the London geezers. And I had people come at me a lot, man, but I just had to bite on the gum shield and just do what I had to do, man. And then it worked tough. And obviously everyone knows I ended up with Mike Skinner, toured with the streets for years, and my career kind of propelled more than grime. But I never would ever turn my back on grime, man. And hopefully one day I can help them out. And maybe I'm trying to merge grime and boxing in some way, man, but I'm just doing the best I can do at the moment.
Yeah, it's good. And you see, you mentioned Mike Skinner there, like your back catalogue again. You know, you've worked with Mike Skinner. You've had Jamie on the track for Kane. You had Get on the track for Open the Till. Which track did you have Get? Open
the Till. Yeah.
So, and like, you've worked with some serious artists. Do you keep
massive artists.
Do you keep a list of people that you want to work with in the future, not just in grime, but even bigger?
Yeah, man, I've got them already. Like, what I'm doing right now is probably it's my best music I'm about to drop, man. Like, I'm working with bigger artists. I'm about to go on tour again with the Streets on the 21st of June. Yeah, so we're gonna do that and just keep an eye out for the music because what I'm gonna drop is crazy, man. Like that. I don't know what I can compare it to, man. It's gonna be a lot around the Fury and Joshua fights and. Yeah, man, we're gonna do some proper stuff, man.
We're gonna come to the Fury and Joshua fight because I know you've got a strong opinion on how that fight plays.
I have.
So, but we'll save that one for now. So let's go straight into boxing for a little bit. Actually, let's ease it into the boxing.
Yeah.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI, any of those YouTubers. What do you make of this? What do you make of YouTubers doing that?
All right, cool. I can't knock a man that's putting eyes on the sport. Yeah. Obviously, if we get fans out of it, for us, it's great. But let's not disrespect the man that's been working his whole life to get to where they are and headlining over pro grades versus flipping my man. It's just not right. That's not right, man. Like, don't mix it. Like, bring eyes to the sport, but you shouldn't be progress should be on your undercard, and it's getting a bit of a circus over there. And we're making ourselves look silly to the USC and Dana White people, man. We're looking a little bit silly. They've got stat cards after stat cards, and we're relying on YouTubers. But I can't hate Jake Paul because we're talking about if you're bringing eyes to the sport, but let's have a bit of like order with it, though. You know what I mean? Let's keep them over there and us over here. Let's not have Billy Joe on your undercard, and it gets a bit silly, man. What do you think about it?
You know what? I think that the likes of Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and that, like when KSI did it over here, they brought their own eyes. Like that was I was buying into it a bit then. I was like, you've brought your fans. Don't get me, these guys have got mega numbers. They got millions of fans.
Mega. Yeah.
They're bringing their own eyes. And if some of them stick around for boxing, great. But like you say, when you've got like Regis Prograis on an undercard, Billy Joe Saunders on an undercard, I'm like,
it's not right.
I've been thinking about it in a musical sense. That's the thing. So you've got the likes of yourself and I don't know, any artist, Eyes, Big Zoo, people you've worked with.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine Jake Paul being like, right, I'm going to do an Eskimo dance. I'm going to headline it. I'm going to put Wiley, Stormzy, just feels wrong.
It feels wrong, but I think it's too big to stop now. Honestly, I think we've got to evolve. We've got to adapt to it. It's not going to be nice. Yeah, Eddie stopped it though. Eddie jumped in it 2 years ago. He stopped it, but Triller, you can't stop that circus over there. I don't think I want to see Teofimo Lopez fight on Triller, but at the same time, it looks like a circus over there. Oscar De La Hoya was drunk the other day. Snoop Dogg was. I'm a purist, man. Like I'm not here to joke about when I watch the boxing. It's serious for me, man. I don't want to hear Snoop Dogg talking about it.
Your Twitter timeline, like you're obviously tweeting about music, tweeting about boxing and stuff like that, but you're tweeting about trade nights, we'd probably call them. Like people aren't really talking about who fought on the weekend. It was my head's gone. Bentley. Bentley and Cash.
Oh, Bentley and Cash.
Yeah.
What
Bentley
fight
and Cash.
That was, man.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought Bentley was going to be a little bit too slick.
Bentley sold me in the week because I thought Bentley was like, I liked him as a character. I didn't know much about him, but he sold it to me. And I like Felix Cash, but I always thought like Felix Cash didn't shine at Matchroom. I know he's still at Matchroom, but he's not had the defining fight. And then Bentley had the defining fight. I thought he won the first one, won the rematch. But my Felix Cash is like, I want to see him versus Williams or him versus Eubanks, you know?
Yeah, mate. And do you know, Felix Cash, his stock has risen fast as well.
Oh, bad, quickly. And it's another loss of Frank Warren's stable, man. Frank Warren, you need to start getting some people that's going to win. Like, lockdown's been horrible for Frank Warren. These guys are getting smacked up all over the place, mate.
I know, but for balance for Frank Warren, and I'm not particularly fast either side, but he lost out on, say, Josh Warrington, who then went on to obviously lose. So it's a tough one, isn't it?
Frampton as well. He's lost a lot of them, man. He's lost a lot, but yeah, man, that's a good trade nights, bro. Like I live for the trade nights, man.
Yeah,
like,
mate, the trade
this
nights
weekend, I'm looking forward to Sonny Edwards on Friday just as much as Parker and Chisora. You know what I'm saying?
Before this might go out after Friday, depending on editing and schedule and stuff. But in hindsight now, how do you see Sonny Edwards doing? So we can look back and say you were on it. Sonny Edwards for the win.
Yeah, because my man's getting on a bit. I don't know much about him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know a lot, no.
But I know he's 38. I just know that he's been inactive for 2 years, and I know that Sonny's slick.
Sonny is slick, yeah.
And I know that Sonny's Twitter is gonna go crazy if he wins as well.
Sonny's Twitter is always crazy. It could be a Tuesday afternoon and he's lighting up somebody on Twitter.
He's jumping.
Sonny's often checking out ESBR, so Sonny, if you're watching, appreciate you, man. Where was I going with that one? We had Parker Chisora. How do you see that one?
Do you know what it is? Let's weigh up the options, right? So Chisora is getting on a bit. He hadn't won a defining fight for a long while there, man. Like Eddie sold us to him good. Right. Do you agree he's a pay-per-view fighter? Because I do. Fringe.
He's he's in the pay-per-view status, but not necessarily with the pay-per-view ability, or do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, but he gives us a good fight. All right, so he's getting on a bit. He looked all right against Usyk, not as good as everyone else thought. Parker, and he's got a new trainer. Parker and Andy Lee obviously had a rubbish fight against Fire, we know that. But I think Parker will knock Chisora out. And I didn't think that until the other day, because I was thinking this is how deep I was getting. Why ain't David Haye been promoting this fight? What does David Haye know that I don't know? Because he's been so quiet about this fight,
Good point.
I think I don't know. I think there's something in the. I think Parker's gonna just.
I feel like the whole card is sort of flying under the radar. I mean, you've got.
Do you think it's a good card?
It's not a great card. It's not, but Katie Taylor, Tasha Jonas is.
Big fight.
I rate that fight. Katie Taylor, for me, I just love watching her. She's brilliant.
She's amazing, isn't she?
Yeah, Tasha Jonas, like amazing character as well. I don't think she's going to beat Katie Taylor. But,
no, well, she's going to get battered, mate.
Yeah, but I got a lot of respect for her. I like what she does and how she carries herself. I mean, other than that, I don't know if it's a pay-per-view card, but it's a. I mean, that's boxing at the moment, isn't it? Like,
I think Richards might have the upset of the night.
Mate. All right, here we go. In our boxing WhatsApp, what's a bigger upset? If Richards wins or if Billy Joe Saunders wins his fight against Canelo? Which one's the bigger upset?
I think Richards, man, because a lot of people think Billy's going to win. I think Billy's going to win, but I don't know. Cinco de Mayo, corrupt judges, refs. He's got to beat a lot more than Canelo.
Is this
I think he can outbox him.
Is this he's going to knock Canelo out to get a draw type thing?
Yeah, you know that line, don't you?
I know that line. I did my research.
You know what it is? Billy has not got a chance, to be fair, bro, because I've seen Golovkin batter Canelo, bro, and get a draw. Yeah. So he ain't got a chance. And it's a shame. It's such a shame, man, because I think he could do the job, but Richards got under the radar. Bivens amazing. He's got fast hands. Yeah. He's got power, dynamite hands. But Joe Smith did rock him in the last fight. I'm thinking Richards got a bit of a bang on him. It's got under the radar a bit. Right. If it's going to be an upset, it could be, man. I like Craig as well, man.
Same.
Nice geezer, man. Like, comes across under stripes, man. So I hope so.
Good guy.
I hope so. But I don't know who Eubanks is fighting. I can't really say much about him.
No,
I don't know who he is.
Again, and I don't know much about who he's fighting really, but I feel like he could be fighting better. You know, you've got Williams, who's just fought and lost to Andrade. You've got Felix Cash on the up. Eubanks sort of just sitting where he is. There's no real push on at the moment. But these things come.
I think Leon Williams will batter Eubanks, you know?
Yeah. That will divide opinion.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I'm Welsh, right? I'm biased. If they got a Welsh flag, I'm backing them. So I wanted Liam Williams to win. But what did you make of his performance against?
Do you know what, man? I felt like he had so much heart in the fight. Andrade was tiring towards the end. I reckon they had a rematch, which they won't have a rematch. I think Williams could beat him because when he caught him at the end of the attempt, I was screaming, jump on him. He was there for the taking, but obviously Liam Williams hasn't been at that level too much, man, and he will grow. He'll make him better. When he comes back there, he's winning the title, man. I had Williams winning before that as well. I don't like Andrade. I don't like the disrespect you're showing Williams. Like Andrade he's not a fair user, man. And I hope he gets knocked out this next fight.
Mate, I was impressed though with Andrade, right? So I didn't really want to show, but the first 2 rounds he came out, he was mad, like speed, hitting hard. It was a side I hadn't seen of him.
He's a good boxer, man. He's got good ring craft, but you're 34. And I only know that you had fight with Liam Williams.
Yeah.
Like, your career's been like, he won't beat Billy, bro. Like all them people that he shouted at. But Liam Williams, big up, man, because you got an engine on you. Yeah. Tell you that, man. His engine's crazy. I feel like he can still be a champion at middleweight. I feel like he's better than Felix Cash. I feel like he's better than Eubanks. I feel like, yeah, man, Liam Williams, I'm a fan.
Respect for that. Liam Williams recently been on, so we will be tagging him in this. Liam is a good guy as well. Gives us his time, so we respect that. Let's stick with a couple of upcoming fights then. So let's go back. Let's pull it back a little bit. Canelo Saunders.
Yeah.
Personally, and this is see what you say about this. Billy Joe Saunders, I can't see him coming away with a win in any way because first of all, he doesn't knock Canelo out. He doesn't get a decision.
No.
Money isn't it? It's a thing. But what do you think about Billy's mindset? Does he believe he comes away with a win?
No. Billy's quite a positive man. You know, he's begging for a fair chance. They ain't let the British media over there. It's got rid of the British judge, so we ain't got a chance, man. I'll tell you. But Fury's like gone with him. I think like a split decision loss is the best he can get. Honestly, mate, I don't know how he can. And it's a shame. Cinco de Mayo, he's got Caleb Plant already lined up for whenever to fight after. Eddie Hearn's not promoting. Billy won bit. Everyone, even the own promoters, are on you. I hope he does it, man. I hope it's Fury. I am getting Fury and Klitschko vibes. I am getting the vibes, but I don't think the judges are going to be that fair. Do you think the same?
Yeah, I personally just think Canelo's going to win it anyway. I mean, even with
do you think he can stop Billy?
Yeah, I think so. But
yeah, so, the body punches, isn't it?
Yeah, he rips to the body. But Billy, for me, and I'm not a boxing expert, but Billy for me he's sort of dropped off a bit after that David Lemieux fight a couple of years ago. I was there. Yeah. I was waving the Billy. I was waving the Billy flag. But you know, Chef at Isufi sort of put him on the back foot a couple of times, rocked him. I don't know. I just don't.
He looked all right against Martin Murray, though. I thought he was getting there.
Yeah, he did.
Glimpses.
Exactly, glimpses. He faded in patches, but this is Canelo. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is so.
And Billy is a bit inactive as well.
Yeah.
Compared to Canelo.
For balance, again, Billy looks in great shape. Personally, someone told me the other day he was in great shape, and I didn't even believe it until they sent me a picture.
I know, he looks fucking chiseled, mate.
Yeah, mate, he's in good shape. So
yeah,
I'll be supporting Billy. I want him to win. Like, I back the Brit. Hope he does well. Just don't see it, unfortunately.
Oh, it is because I've not seen too much about it. Is Kid Galahad on the undercard?
Not to my knowledge, but
okay, yeah, because I heard it was, but I've not seen it.
I'm gonna pull it up on box right while we're checking.
Yeah, he was going to be fighting that geezer for the title. Who vacated? I can't remember.
You're asking me to multitask now. And
I know. Sorry, man. Sorry.
No,
it's Tony Belly's boxer from Liverpool. I can't remember the geezer's name.
Oh, I can't even find there's nothing.
Okay, yeah, that's all right, man. Don't worry.
Nothing listed for the undercard anyway. Okay. I'll find it later. All right, so we've got that one down then. Let's. All right, here's an interesting one. Fury Wilder 3. If it happens, who knows if it's happening? You're going to tell me that it goes exactly the same way, yeah?
Of course it does. Wilder is a broken man. And I like Wilder. And I still think Wilder would knock out everyone else, including Josh. I'm promise you, mate. I don't know why. Not everyone's Fury. You can't go there and do that to him. Wilder's a problem, man. And I think, like, the less he's kept away, the better it is for everyone else. But Fury will always beat Wilder, man, every time.
Yeah. I think you hit a key point there where you said he's a broken man now. Like,
broken man. Broken.
He got like there's losing, but he got beat up, didn't he?
Oh, it was bad, man. It was bad, and he didn't quit. He showed heart, but it was the excuses, man. Just shake Tyson's hand and get on with your life, bro. Then you would have had a chance. You might have been in the ring by now.
Mate. Like, famous recent losses, you got Andy Ruiz lost the rematch with Joshua. Yeah. Not a single word. He didn't say, it was this, it was that. Dylan White, in total control against Povetkin first time, gets banged out, and he just says,
happens.
That's on me.
Yeah.
Wilder gets beaten up, and all of a sudden it's muscle relaxants in the drink. It's the towel too soon.
The drink was the worst one, wasn't it?
Mate.
And the gloves.
The gloves.
And the suit. And the suit. Oh, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, his £40 suit. And I don't know. I saw a photo of Wilder's legs this week, though, on Twitter.
Yeah, so did I.
And then I got to wondering, maybe that suit was a bit heavy, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
I like you, Wilder. Don't come for me. I'm just.
I like him. I do actually like him. I want to see him back, man. We need him back.
All right, so that one goes the same way. Right then, the big one. You already know the answer to this, though. But people
I know.
Go on, tell us. Fury Joshua. Let's say it happens this year. How's it go?
For me, man, it's gonna be a schooling for Joshua, man. I think Fury's just you're gonna see like the comparisons to Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. From what I know anyway, from what we've been saying about Tyson Fury and how good he is, the world will believe. Like, I know how good a 6'9" heavyweight is, however much he weighs, and what he's doing is abnormal, and you're not really going to see nothing like this again. He's a freak of nature, man. And I first remember him on Channel 5, fighting can't remember. And I was thinking, who the hell is this geezer that's so fast? And footwork was immense, and not everyone got it, man. But I think it's going to be an early night for Joshua. But can I just say I love Joshua as well? I ain't got to put Joshua down to big up Fury. A big Joshua fan, massive Joshua fan. I think he's a great person, great for the sport. I don't want to put him down, but Fury, man, it's just the heart of him, man. He's got something that Joshua ain't got, man. And any other era, Joshua, you would own this era, but Tyson, man, it's just different, man. And I don't. It's not fair to ask you because you might be interviewing both of them as well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to do us a disservice, but I feel like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua aren't replying to my emails right now. So
don't worry, man. Don't worry. You'll get there, man. We'll sort that out.
But to flip it around then, because I loved what you said there about you don't have to put Joshua down to Big Fury and vice versa. Like,
yeah, man.
Mate, boxing fans don't always have that. What can Joshua do then to win? Let's just say Joshua.
Okay, yeah, because Joshua has got a chance. It is a 50-50 fight. Joshua has got a chance. Joshua can catch him and jump on him, which is the best in the world. If Joshua catches you, you're getting out of there. I've never seen him catch someone and not do the job, apart from Doey where he got caught.
Yeah.
But he still dropped him and he'll get rid of you. It's the only way, but all points win, maybe, which will be very shocking because he's not a better boxer than. Can I just say that Joshua's learning on the job? He's getting better. I think the longer it goes on, the more chance Joshua has as well. He's getting better on the job.
I think a lot of that's fair. And were you impressed with Joshua's Pulev performance?
Yeah, man. Like Pulev's not an idiot, man. Like Pulev's tough, man. Joshua got rid of him. Like, even look what flipping Joshua done to Povetkin like a few years back, and then everyone else on the fight with Povetkin after, and it was nothing like that. So Joshua is serious, man.
The stoppage with Povetkin was, for me, what sums up a lot of what Joshua does well. Like you said, when he's got someone
1-2 down the pipe.
It was straight down the pipe. He had him caught, and then you knew the finish was coming. And even before the biggest hits were landed, Povetkin's corner man is up on the apron. He's throwing the tap because he knows what's coming.
Yeah. Joshua's wicked, man. I think, like Joshua, I think Fury will retire after the Joshua fight. Fury ain't got nothing to do. I think Joshua will carry on and will be a world champion again. And I think he'll just have so much more big fights and go on like Klitschko. So it's but I just want people to know, if you don't understand boxing, if you're a casual, what great talent and that we've got in front of our eyes. And I'm seeing him in America, like training with people like not like Badu Jack and that, like, who are sick, but the way they're in awe even looking at him, and you can just see like he's the daddy over there, man, for everyone.
Yeah. And I reckon he probably gets as much respect or love, maybe more, in the States than he does here. Like,
he's massive. I think the States are bigger Fury fans than Josh, because Josh went over there and got beat, and Fury went over there and become a superstar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fury went over there. He's got a great story. He should have won the first Wilder fight, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he's gone over. He's worn out the Apollo Creed shorts when he was fighting.
Yeah, clever, man.
Was that the Wallin fight? Maybe, I can't remember. But he's shown he can be cut. He can fight. He's gritty. Tyson.
I don't think the fight that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Do you?
It's a lot of money.
Come on, man. We've been getting our. We love it. We want it to happen.
I know.
But how long has it been? Next week.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? 10 minutes before we started this, I'm flicking through Twitter, and I saw that Eddie Hearn and either Bob or Frank had come out with like totally contrasting statements. Like Hearn was like, "I've never seen a fight fall through at this point," and then Bob Arum's like, "Oh, I think he's going to fight Usyk."
Yeah. I see. Arum said, "Listen, I'm pessimistic on the fight. Like, he's going to fight in Vegas if it's not going to happen." Eddie's giving up 3 dates. Eddie's a great salesman. I believe Eddie when he speaks anyway. So, but I know he's just telling me a pack of lies, man. He can sell me. Eddie can sell me anything, man.
Yeah, no, mate, I'm with you on that one. I'm just. What even holds a fight? I'm not. You don't necessarily know the details, ins and outs of like a fight deal.
I think it's just. I think it's just the what we're going through, a pandemic, and trying to get the biggest fight in the world on. It's not easy. It shouldn't be in Saudi Arabia. Like, I don't know why it's in Saudi Arabia. I do know why it's in Saudi Arabia, but flipping, no, let's just get the lads down to Wembley or even Millennium in Wales, man. Let's just flip and do it over here, man. I don't know why we're still in the fight, man.
It's mad. Like, I don't know. Anyway,
do you think, like flipping, if Canelo was fighting another Mexican for a super middleweight, it's going to be at Wembley, bro?
No, it's going to be out in the Azteca or something like that, in Mexico City, or it's going to be in the MGM.
Yeah, man.
It doesn't sit right with me, but money dictates everything in this sport, and that's crap. But that's money. That's what it is. All right, let's go from the future. We're going to throw it back a little bit to the past. Your favorite boxer. Should we go current? Let's go your favorite boxer of like all time.
All right, it's Fury, yeah? But we're not going to say Fury.
All right, yeah.
All right, okay. My favorite boxer of all time is Mayweather. Just, it's like, when I was younger, I didn't really know what I was watching. Like the shoulder rolls, the feints, the defense, the head work. I didn't really get it at the time, but look back now, man. Greatest, man. Like flipping, no one comes close.
Floyd.
Old school. Floyd. Oh, sorry, what do you think, Floyd?
No, I was just going to say, is he 49-0? Is he 50-0?
50-0, man.
Yeah, you're going to rate that? McGregor?
Yeah, I will, because McGregor tried his hardest, man. But 50-0, I think. But Floyd, please don't fight Logan Paul. Please, man. Floyd, don't take me there, man. Don't take me on that train, Floyd. Don't do it to me, bro.
Well,
He's doing it as well, man.
I'll watch it as well.
I'll watch it, man. I don't care. I'll watch any Floyd fight. But I don't want him to do it, man. There's no point. Mate, what are you going to do?
Floyd can do it in 10 years' time.
You're in a lose-lose, man. If you win, you still lose.
Floyd can wait 10 years and still take that fight and win. Like,
yeah, that's very true. That's a good tweet, that is.
He's different. Like, he's different, man. So we got Floyd Mayweather. Right. If I was to say like your favorite fight, does something come to mind for you straight up?
Yes. There's a few. All right. It's weird. It's a weird one. Right. And it's got to be it's Tony Bellew versus David Haye 1. Because of the build-up, right? And I was so confident that Bellew was going to knock him out, yeah? And I was there as well with JK. Me and JK went there. Okay. And that's why, because I was there. But, bro, it's when my man was sipping protein shakes out of champagne glasses. And I loved it when Bellew beat Haye, bro. I was ecstatic. And that's, but for boxing class and purity, I would say, bro, I'm not going to go under the radar. I'm not old school boxing fans. Let's talk recent times. Canelo and Golovkin is just mind-boggling to watch, bro.
Yeah.
But either or, the levels in that fight is just flipping, bro.
Any minute of any round,
man. Any round is levels, man. Like let's not sleep on them fights, man. And can I just say this? Listen to this observation. If GGG has been robbed of being boxing's biggest superstar, because he won that first fight, and he must be thinking, bloody hell, because Canelo's 10 times bigger now since that fight, bro. Yeah, he was robbed, bro.
Mate, Canelo's $350 million contract size. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm with you.
I feel for Golovkin, man, because he's declining as well. I don't want to see him fight Eubanks, man. I don't want him to lose against Eubanks, bro. When he's 42, 43. I don't like it, man. I like Golovkin. When Golovkin does a bow in that blue dressing gown, bro, you're getting knocked out.
Yeah,
it's over. Don't let him kiss his glove and start bowing, because it's over, bro.
Mate, Triple G, get a lot of respect for that. I had him winning the first one. I'm sometimes accused of being a Canelo hater, because I don't know if you know this one. A few years ago now, Canelo fought, Erislandy Lara.
Say that.
It's a weird one, but I love watching Erislandy Lara fight. Like,
it's
not so much now. Last couple of years, he's become a bit of a fighter, and it's done work for him.
Yeah.
But that fight, I can't lie. I didn't have it. If I had it as Canelo win, it definitely wasn't as wise as the judges had it.
Yes, yeah. Canelo, realistically, Canelo annoys me as well. If it was a split decision against Floyd.
Yeah,
that was flipping crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But I like Canelo. It's growing on me, bro. Just like I like Ryan Garcia. I like that whole camp. I like that whole camp, man. But Canelo. All right, let me ask you this question. Let me flip it on you now. All right, Canelo Prime versus Floyd Prime at maybe 154.
Anyway is Floyd.
You reckon? I think it'd be tight though, bro. Because Canelo's getting good, bro. Canelo's getting all right.
Okay, all right. Maybe I am a bit of a Canelo hater. I don't know. Like,
no, you're not. You're not. I get it though.
I love Canelo, like, as a fighter. Like, everything he does is so good. So good to watch. So strong and so fast. I just feel sometimes he's a bit tainted by those, like the cards, the Cinco de Mayo, the fights,
yeah. But I wouldn't say his last 10 fights have been padded though. All right, what he done to Callum Smith? I was shocked, couldn't believe it, bro. Man was knocking man's biceps off their arm, bro. I was thinking, bloody hell. It's clever execution.
And the size as well. Like, Canelo is...
And Kovalev, man. He was getting beat by Kovalev, though. Let's not lie. He was getting beat. He was getting beat, bro. He needs that knockout, but he got the knockout, so I can't complain.
Exactly, yeah, he got the knockout. And then, so he's done the things that maybe so take Anthony Yard. He came sort of, this close to getting him. But he didn't get him. Where Canelo, he knew he was going to get to him, and he got him. Yeah. So, okay, right. I'm going to move on from Canelo before I get people in the comments slating me. Yeah. But just a quick little flip back to music for a minute. In boxing, like, you've got your regional titles, area titles, you've got your nationals, European, all of that. So I'm not asking you to place yourself, don't worry. I'm asking you, when you're in a music sense now, is there accolades that you reach for? Is it numbers? Is it awards? Is it album sales? What's the goal in that sense?
Unfortunately, we're in a numbers game. Unfortunately, you can go on Spotify's like BoxRec. You can see how much streams I've got, and you can see when I released it and when it's done. I don't do bad on streams. We're talking close to the millions. It's all right, man, but not for everyone else. It's not as fair, bro. You know what I'm saying? But music is very all right. The thing about music, I'm glad I was there at the tail end of of this era we're in now, because music's very recyclable, man. I could drop a single on Friday. I promise you, bro. Everyone's forgot that I've dropped it on Monday. Everyone's forgot it. Sorry, that's my battery. Yeah, everyone's forgot Monday. I've dropped it, bro. It's very recyclable, man. Like, we're consuming things too quick. We're instantly on the Twitter, instantly. So music comes and goes, man. It's hard to stay relevant in this day and age, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And people can become relevant more quicker as well, like more quickly.
Every year, man. Like, every year there's a new guy, bro. Like, there's this new guy I saw the other day called RD, and he's like the new H. But H has only been out for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's another one. But there's another
a new
one.
H, but H is new.
Yeah, man. Bro, I'm telling the truth, man. I'm glad I'm not in this era. I am in this era of music, but I've got my own fan base, and I'm glad I've got to where I got to. I'm not coming up in this era, man, because you'll get depressed and anxiety in this, easily in this thing, bro. Because you're the man 1 minute, next minute you're forgotten about, bro. Trying to get one retweet on Twitter, it's not easy, bro.
What's the key to longevity in the game?
Great question, man. Bro, the key is to longevity. Don't sell yourself short, man. Like, don't take a big fight too early, which, like, just because drill's popping right now, I'm not part of drill. I'm not going to jump onto drill, bro, and burn myself out because drill might not be around in 3 years. Like, I've got to stay with grime more of my life. I know grime's not even popping right now, but you just bring elements of that into your new music, bro. Be true to yourself, man. Don't jump on TikTok and start dancing. Like, from someone like me, like, I know not to join TikTok. I know not to do a dance. I know not to make music to flip in for a 13-year-old girl to dance to on TikTok, bro. Just be yourself, man. That's long. And if you love music like I love music, and boxing saved me from music, bro, because boxing gave me an outlet where I was a fan again. Like I'm a fan of boxing. Like I was a fan of music as a kid.
Yeah.
Boxing saved me, man, gave me discipline, and I was a fan again. But now I've ended up in the boxing scene. I hope not to hate it, but longevity, yeah. Be yourself, man. Keep innovating. Don't be scared of those ideas that's in your head at 6 a.m. in the morning, and just push it to the side, man. Just try and evolve, man.
Mate, there's so much in there. In that few minutes there, if I could give that to some like if I can give it to young people I work with, like so much to unpick in there.
Trust me,
a bit about not selling yourself short. So
I
don't know how much of a crossover our platform has for grime fans, right? But in the grime scene, people respected in particular for not selling out. You've got Jamie, always pretty much held to what he does. Featured on a few tracks that maybe aren't grime, but grime guy all the way through. Kano has evolved from a real grime scene to making like what you're doing, in the sense that more rounded music. P Money, like everything grime. A few drum and bass tracks, but
he's a feast though, man.
Mate, he's like Stonewall. That he's there, and those people are the ones that are held up here, like and get
and high regards. That man are amazing people, man. But we need the new. What happened with grime is the new generation were coming through. Like, I'm not a part of that generation. I'm a bit young. I'm more like coming through, and JK and that come through. Capo Lee, we come through the same time. But the ones beneath us, bro, was when drill started popping off. So they started going over there and building drill over there. So we helped them build that. And there was no really youngers coming through on grime. But I think grime's real UK sound, man. I think it's cool, bro. It's like it's ours, bro. And I we'll never die, man. But I feel like it's a niche sound right now.
Yeah,
and we're all getting older. We're all getting kids and that, bro. We can't really be studio doing grime like we used to. We need the kids to come through and keep it alive, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like a lot of things, like boxing and like loads of things, it comes in like these peaks. You know, it's in cycles. And grime at the moment it's in the valley at the moment. But boxing,
I think this is the worst place it's been in, bro, since it started. It's a bad place, bro. Bad place. But it's us. We got to keep making grime music, bro.
Mate, and the thing is, and people in the boxing scene, when boxing's been in the valleys and there was no British heavyweights, there was no like of note.
We talking like the Audley Harrison era.
I mean, so in that era and like around there, Audley Harrison was popular, but he wasn't like the savior of British boxing. David Haye was obviously in and around there, but like we just went through like a dry patch where there wasn't like much.
Until Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, right? No, Eddie Hearn and AJ, right?
Yeah, so Eddie Hearn obviously did the Audley Harrison thing, fought David Haye, didn't go well for Audley, and then he's brought through others. He brought through Frotch and Groves, and then in a heavyweight in a heavyweight sense, AJ was very much a resurgence for. And that's no disrespect to those that were on the scene. But AJ and Matchroom were like a resurgence for new fans.
So and IFL TV as well, man. Like, I don't want to big up another channel, bro.
No, it's fair.
They made it boxing like a soap opera, bro. All week you're watching the build up, bro, where Sky Sports couldn't give you that side of what a boxer get to know personalities. So now we're making characters into scene, bro. Like Unlock Joe when he got on for Mortal Kombat and the characters are black, but you could unlock them. Well, unlocking all the characters by getting to know them. And then now you see the story and then they sell you the fight, bro. And it's just as important. That's why Eddie and Coogan, their interviews are very, very like scripted, bro. They know the power of them interviews, bro.
Yeah. And for people watching this, we didn't script any of this. Like I've got notes.
No,
I got notes, but I don't even know where we're at in the notes. I ain't got a clue. All right, I'm not going to take any more of your time. I got one more question, just because I was quite intrigued by this one. Let me just check where I wrote it down. Oh man, I should remember this off the top of my head. Where was it? Okay, here we go. Back on a crossover question.
Yes.
You got a new track coming out, let's say. I know you've got a new track out now, Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
I'll put that in reply somewhere as well.
Thank you. Cheers.
Let's say you bring out a new track. I want you can put two boxes on it. They're both coming on for a 16. Who are you putting on the track with you?
All right. So for technique, I'm putting on Terence Crawford, because he's just a techie man, and I need the technique. And
yeah.
If I want the reload, I gotta go for Wilder, man, because they just do one bang and the track's getting reloaded, bro.
Yeah.
Just for power, bro. Because I one bar and it's reloaded, bro. So
Mate.
yeah, bro. But if I'm doing a UK one and I want to put the youngers on, it's gonna be Conor Ben, yeah, because he's next to blow in the UK, yeah, and Dennis McCann, yeah. That's the two youngers that I'm rating from the UK right now.
Yeah, that's gonna go down well. Boxing Twitter, highly rating those guys. Conor Ben.
Yeah.
Quick one, Conor Ben. You see him in the face-off before Samuel Vargas chatting in Spanish. You see that one?
Yeah, man, it's clever. It's very clever. It's good, mate. He's clever. He's not just a pretty boy, bro. He's clever. He knows what he's doing.
That added something for me. I was like, okay, like that's that's
and he's actually good. He's great on the job. He's actually like, I don't know if he's gonna be the Crawfords or the Spencers, but he's in the mix, bro. He's up. He's not far off it, bro.
He's come up a lot in the last couple of years. And Dennis McCann, Dennis the man,
bro, bad boy, absolute bad boy.
Yeah, good odds still, I think, going around for him to be a world title holder by the end of next year or the year after.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you for that. I'll have a look at that, mate.
I'll send it to you. It's
thank you.
But yeah, all right, Grim Sickers, we're going to tag you in all this stuff. Mate, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. No worries,
Eat,
man.
Sleep, Box, and Repeat.
Yeah, we'll chop it up regularly, man. Just shout me on Instagram. We'll do it regularly, man. Yeah.
Respect. We appreciate it, man.
Nice one, bro.